Yeah, all right, all right, all right. I believe we are actually live. If everyone's just tuning in, thank you for your patience. We have a very, very special show tonight, but we're gonna break that down in a quick second, right? Let's do this the right way, okay? This is Rasa Angola, the Far Eye.
And I'm Jenna, and welcome to
People Talking Kali. Yes, we finally got it together synced. Okay, we have a really special show tonight. We have our first international guest via Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, our good friend Marcilio Silva. Um, Also on the show tonight to help us translate with Marcilio is our good friend Kamal Blackney. He's also going to give him a quick plug. He's a instructor for the Capoeira Angola group here in Philadelphia. We've known him for years and we trust his, he's a mestre. Mestre, for those not familiar, is the equivalent of Tuhan, okay, in Capoeira. So we have a mestre of Capoeira here translating for us. And I want to welcome both of you guys to the show. Welcome Kamal and welcome Marcilio.
Thanks.
All right, Marcilio, how are you, my friend? How's everything?
Tô bem, muito obrigado.
Okay. This is going to be the first time a lot of people are going to be getting to know you and know about your program. So if you don't mind, help us out. Give us a little background information about, you know, who you are and how did you get started in Piquititirji Kali?
Então, Marcílio, assim, o primeiro atividade agora, a galera está querendo saber, né, sua história, quem é você, como você começou a treinar piquete, né, e pode falar sobre suas atividades, né, hoje em dia.
Ok. Primeiro eu pratico Aikijutsu e vi no Pekite algo que ia ajudar no meu conhecimento que eu já tinha. Foi quando eu conheci o Mikael Dolou, que hoje é Mandala, no PTTA, e comecei a treinar o PTK com ele.
So, Marcelo started with a different, style of jiu-jitsu. And when he encountered, Pikiti, it basically kind of enhanced what he had already, started to study.
So we know that in Brazil, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is, it's very popular, obviously, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. What does it look like people in Brazil that he doesn't train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Does he look that kind of funny or down? You know, what's the reputation also of like Paquiti, would he say?
So, entendendo que jiu-jitsu, né, tipo, brasileiro é muito popular, muito famoso. Como se sente assim, ou qual é a percepção e a relação entre os dois quando você está treinando uma outra forma de arte marcial?
O Pekite, ele completa muito o conhecimento em relação à parte de lâmina, porque onde um termina, o Pekite começa. Porque geralmente dentro do Aikijutsu ou do Jiu-Jitsu, a gente defende e mobiliza. O Pekite me prepara para ir além.
So he's saying basically, he feels that Kali is a compliment, actually, to what he's learned in jiu-jitsu. It's like where one, or maybe, jiu-jitsu ends, Kali begins, Pikiti begins. So, we learn to defend a lot and, just, move, but, with Kali, it's definitely, that counter offensive, that preparation concept.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful way that he put it. And it also, sometimes, you know, we don't have a rivalry with another martial art. So I like that he explained it. One is just a continuation of the other. Marcilio, we just want to take a quick second. There are some people that want to say hi, and I also want to catch a lot of our guests who have just tuned in.
We want to say greetings, and we see some commenters. I want to say greetings to our family from the Nomad Kali, MNG Royce, and LG Frankie. We want to say greetings to Brother Morgan from Citadel Combat Arena. Of course, greetings and much love to MNG Francis from the PTK Elites in New York, and Brother Ali Johnson, greetings from Chi-Town, and of course, greetings to Brother Doug.
Yeah, and if you guys are just tuning in, we were asking Marcilio how he got into Paquiti Tirji Kali, as well as what's it like, what's Paquiti like in Brazil, given that it's such a strong area for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So, you know, Marcilio, my understanding of Rio is kind of like what people tell me they think about the Bronx, because I'm from the Bronx. They say it's a beautiful place, but it's a violent place. And a lot of that is true, but that's necessarily not true. It's actually a beautiful place. So I'm wondering, is Rio the violent place that people say it is? One, I hate to put you out there like that, but two, how does Paquiti translate to an environment like Rio?
Quando Angola pensa sobre Rio de Janeiro, sempre tem esse pensamento igual onde ele cresceu, em Nova York, Bronx. Aí ele sempre responde, o Bronx é bonito, mas também é violento. E as pessoas têm a mesma percepção, né, sobre Rio de Janeiro. É bonito, mas tem um lado que é muito lado violento também. E ele está querendo saber qual é a relação com o seu treinamento de Paquiti e como você utiliza, né, dentro da clima, dentro do seu dia a dia, utilizando o Paquiti.
O principal dentro que eu utilizo do Paquiti é a mentalidade. Está sempre alerta, sempre preparado, sempre observando o que está acontecendo ao meu redor para poder não ser pego de surpresa. Porque até pelo fato de eu ser civil, eu não tenho a mesma característica do militar de estar andando armado. Então eu tenho que usar outras características do Paquiti, que é a capacidade de improvisação com os mesmos fundamentos, para numa situação de, se houver necessidade de utilizar, eu ter o que fazer.
Well, back from Portuguese to English, about to keep speaking Portuguese. So, you know, the main thing is always to be, you know, prepared and not to be caught off guard, you know, in your daily environment. So that's the main way that he's used Paquiti to really feel prepared, especially in situations where it's not possible to walk around, you know, with a gun or walk around with, you know, weapons. At the same time, I can be prepared and creatively use things that I have with me to make sure I'm always ready to defend myself.
So what does he like to emphasize, given that context? What does he emphasize in his training with his group? What are the subsystems or concepts predominantly that he likes to focus on?
Então, nesse contexto, qual é, assim, as formas de treinar que você bota mais importância, que você bota mais energia quando você está treinando e ajudando e treinando, ensinando seus alunos.
Single knife and hand to hand.
Right? So he likes to work single knife and empty hand.
Okay. And I'm thinking that's because that's predominantly what he feels he's gonna need the most in that environment.
Essa é uma coisa que você acha mais comum ou assim, mais capacidade de defender.
Porque eu consigo fazer uma transição da mão nua para a utilização da faca, porque geralmente, principalmente o civil, ele não vai estar com a lâmina para pronto uso. Então ele tem que saber fazer essa transição da mão nua, do combate desarmado, para o uso da lâmina.
Aí, mais uma vez, repete esse conceito, mais uma vez.
Ok. Eu faço uma transição do combate desarmado, mão nua, para a lâmina, para single knife. Por quê? O civil, que é o que eu mais ensino, ele não vai estar com a lâmina de prontidão para usar imediatamente. Então, ele tem que saber fazer a transição da mão nua para a faca, para poder utilizar a faca.
Então, he likes to teach a lot more, teaching people how to disarm, how to disarm, someone that's, trying to attack, and then using the knife as the main form of counterattack.
Folks, if you're just tuning in, we got Marcilio from Brazil. That's my brother Kamal translating Mestre in Capoeira. We're trying to pick our first international guest brain over here. So does that mean does that mean he doesn't do stick? For example, I have an urban program. And so a lot of times, and folks, you guys may relate to this, folks want to know, why are we doing double stick? Why are we training single stick? They just want to deal with what's most applicable for the urban environment. But of course, being true Pakiti, we take everyone through the traditional system and explain why every weapons category is relevant. Does he find challenges like that in Brazil in his group? Or is it like, yeah, they don't mind during the stick? Or does he not do the stick or baston or other weapons? That's a lot right there.
Uma palavra que você usa para, sei lá, assim, nesse caso, meu português é limitado, mas assim, tipo, aquele pedaço de madeira, como é que chama?
Bastão.
Bastão. Então, você faz a bastão dupla?
Também.
Então, ele faz. He does double stick.
He does it all. Okay.
Yeah, he works double stick. Então você faz assim igual, você faça tempo igual com faca, ou você usa mais treinamento com faca?
Equilibrado. Eu equilibro o treino dos dois.
So he's saying he tries to balance out between using, single stick, double stick, and knife.
Okay. That's good. That's good. Does he have a lot of women in the program? What's the did I jump that? I'm sorry, babe. You go ahead. I couldn't wait. You go.
Oh, no, it's okay. We're just going to ask about, the involvement of women in the PTK climate in Brazil. Does he experience having a lot of women who are looking to protect themselves, or women who are just doing it because they enjoy the art? But what is the climate of women's participation in PTK in Brazil?
Qual nível de desenvolvimento das mulheres dentro do seu grupo, né? O que está treinando o PTK tem muitas mulheres assim treinando com vocês, como a relação e como as mulheres que está treinando, elas está sentindo assim, essa aqui é um ferramenta boa, ferramenta legal, como é que é assim?
No meu grupo ainda não tem mulheres trabalhando, não tem mulheres treinando. Até porque as mulheres aqui são um pouco avessa a treinamento com faca, ficam meio receosas.
Então, so for right now, he's saying, you know, he doesn't really have women, you know, training in the group right now. You know, I think there's a concept that, you know, using weapons, using knives is a concept that is, you know, maybe, I don't say foreign, but you know, not very, very attractive or very pleasing, you know, or maybe women are not comfortable with you know, using weapons.
Right.
Quer dizer, confortável, mulheres não assim.
Isso, não se sentem confortáveis utilizando lâmina.
Certo. So just there's an issue of you know, feeling confident and comfortable with using, you know, a lot of the weapons that are used in Kali.
Right. Does he think that more women it would be better for them to train if they were, you know, it would be better for their protection if they knew, or does he think that it should be based on, you know, their comfortability or not? What does he think?
Marcilio, o que você acha sobre mulheres treinando Kali, assim, você acha que a dificuldade é porque mulheres não conhecem muito o sistema, ou você acha que além disso é necessidade para elas conhecer mais, assim, Piquete?
Eu acho que é um pouco dos dois. É um pouco dos dois porque, por exemplo, aqui no Brasil, as pessoas falam muito no Krav Maga. Então, às vezes, há uma confusão em relação ao Kali.
Você fala muito sobre o quê?
As pessoas confundem muito o Kali com o Krav Maga, que é a arte marcial israelense.
Certo. Então, he said there's a lot of confusion between some of the other martial arts, like Anis and Kali. So he thinks it's a little bit of both. Like there's not enough maybe education or knowledge about what Kali really is.
See, and one of the things I was thinking is, was it a cultural thing? Was it kind of like also women aren't, and I might be wrong here, I'm just wondering, is it kind of like it's not the role of women to be training in martial arts? Is there a cultural impediment to them training as well?
A pergunta agora é que exposição das mulheres com Kali é uma coisa cultural também, tipo, é uma atitude, tipo, mulheres não precisa nem pode participar. Esse pensamento existe?
Aqui tá se quebrando um pouco. Mas, na verdade, as mulheres aqui acham algo um pouco violento por causa do uso de armas.
He said, you know, that attitude is you know, breaking down a little bit, but he thinks a lot of women think that using, you know, weapons is violent.
Mm-hmm. Okay, folks, if you're just tuning in, we are currently interviewing Brother Marcilio from Brazil. We have our good friend, Capoeira Master, Brother Kamal, helping us to translate. I wanted to shout out some more people who are tuning in to Brother Robert Daly from Miami. We want to say greetings to you. PTK USA. We think we know who that is, but let us know who you are.
Is that you, Brother Adam?
Yeah,
is that
we
you?
know who that is. We're getting a lot of good support. Brother Morgan is speaking about how he's just agreeing and that the understanding that the knife plays a significant role in this particular area because of.
It's actually a question he's asking.
Yes, right.
He's wondering. Morgan is wondering, is because he's in a part of the world where the police response is low, and there's not a lot of access to maybe guns. Does he feel that plays a part in why there's heavy emphasis on blades, machetes, edged weapons, so on and so forth? At least that's the stereotype we have here in the States.
Well, one quick thing. Marcilio mentioned, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but Krav Maga, which
yes.
Right, that's he's mentioning that this Israeli origin martial arts. He said people also confuse Kali with that as well. So I think there's again a little bit of it's misrepresentation, or people don't know, so they kind of stay away. It's not Brazilian, so this is not. I don't want to.
Right.
I don't want to get involved. But to if I have the question right, the question was. Is it because of limited access to weapons?
Limited access to guns and limited and a longer delay and perhaps a police response makes, at least we have the impression that makes that part of the world, Brazil specifically, heavy emphasis on a blade, on blades as part of their world of violence,
Marcilio, a pergunta que chegou é que como você utiliza treinamento com faca mais e também porque o pessoal não tem muito acesso de armas e também a relação na comunidade com polícia não é muito forte e a polícia demora assim para chegar e ajudar dentro de algumas situações.
É verdade, é uma situação que não tá, o índice de áreas para a polícia agir é imenso. Então são poucos policiais para poder agir em determinadas situações. Em relação a armas, em relação à lâmina, não tem uma lei específica que impeça você andar com a lâmina. Vai depender do local que você tiver, a forma que você estiver andando, o tipo de abordagem que você vai sofrer e o que você vai falar. Agora, com relação à arma de fogo, é restrito. São pessoas específicas que podem ter arma de fogo.
So you mentioned a couple things. So in terms of the relationship with police, is definitely very few police, for the regions where they live, and the response, to situations, often people find themselves on their own. And definitely it's very difficult in the environment, to walk around with definitely with a gun. And to have weapons, visible weapons that you have, whether it be your sticks, to have weapons out, you're definitely going to attract a lot of negative attention.
Brother Kamal, we have another question on the floor from Nomad Kali, and they're asking Marcilio if he has ever had to use knife training to defend himself. And they want to know how much did it translate or help when he was in that situation.
Agora, a pergunta é que você já tinha uma situação onde você precisava usar suas técnicas de piquete e como você achou seu treinamento ajudou, né, nessa situação?
Usar a técnica especificamente Na prática, não. Mas evitar o problema, sim. Porque o P-Kit, ele não só te ensina a usar a técnica, mas te ensina a questão de você estar atento ao seu redor. E valendo-se dessa mentalidade de estar atento, eu evitei de estar num problema. O problema estava tendo um confronto e eu evitei de passar por aquele local do confronto para evitar o atrito.
So, you know, you're saying that, you know, in practice of physically using, you know, his training, saying no. But the training is not just about, you know, your physical movements. You know, there's a discipline that you use to keep you in a situation or to eliminate, you know, conflicts.
Mhm.
And to be aware of your surroundings. So Marcilio is saying that he's used it more to avoid conflict, you know, than actually, you know, physical encounters.
I relate to that. I resonate with that. The more I train Pakiti, the less physical confrontations I have found myself in. And that's a fact. A lot of people ask me, have you ever used Pakiti? And it's actually like, wow, you know what? Okay, I kind of have, but not gonna tell those stories now. It's about Marcilio. But the point is that those encounters drop dramatically because of this training, because it does make you more responsible and it develops your character. So I totally relate to his response. I feel like a lot of times, and can you relate to this? Even you, Royce, because I know you asked it, you know, we train a bladed art and people want to know, first thing want to know, have you ever been stabbed and stuff like that? And so that's not always a barometer of an instructor's skill set, is whether or not, but it's still a good question to ask.
O Angola colocou que, como nosso amigo que fez a pergunta, o pessoal sempre pergunta, alguém já, sei lá, furou você com a faca, ou você, né, tinha uma situação assim, perigosa assim. E Angola colocou que eu também senti muito mais. Eu sei como evitar assim situações de violência muito mais agora por causa do meu treino, né? Então ele está se sentindo igual.
Ali Johnson has a question. In his opinion, what is the most difficult part of dealing with the knife concerning groundwork, grappling?
A pergunta é qual é
What's the most difficult part of, yeah, all right, you got it.
Qual parte é mais difícil trabalhando com a faca e no mesmo tempo assim trabalhando no chão, né? Trabalho no chão, tipo não sei, grappling, né? Tipo.
Ok. Se você tiver com a lâmina na mão já utilizando, difícil dominar alguém que esteja querendo te furar. Se você tiver com a lâmina guardada e a pessoa tiver conhecimento de grappling, difícil vai ser você tirar a faca para utilizar.
Só para entender, fala mais uma vez para a gentileza.
Ok, no problem. Se você tiver com a lâmina na mão e a pessoa tentando te mobilizar, utilizando o grappling, vai ser mais difícil dominar quem está com a lâmina. Agora, se você tiver com a lâmina guardada, vai ser mais difícil para você sacar a lâmina com uma pessoa que tenha conhecimento de grappling.
Então, Marcilio is saying that if you know, when you already have your your weapon drawn, right? If you have your knife drawn, you're it's going to be easier for you to dominate, a situation when you're grappling with someone. But if, on the contrary, if your weapon is not drawn or it's, concealed, that's when you have the most difficulty, using a knife.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's why you have to practice your deployment under stress. And you could translate this to Kamal, you could I'm talking to the audience, but also Marcilio, practicing accessing your weapon under stress in the fight from multiple positions, multiple hands is very, very important.
Marcilio, Angola colocou que por isso é muito importante treinando assim, pode ser desdobramento,
Várias situações.
né?
Uhum.
Tirando sua arma.
Uhum. Fazendo saque.
Yes.
So he that's easy. He agrees totally.
Yeah. So we have some more comments. The brothers from Nomad Kali are just talking about how, they agree that, the more you train, the more you learn how to avoid serious situations. MNG Voice is just saying it's very important when you're dealing with the knife to end the confrontation as quickly as possible, because the knife is very unforgiving, especially in close quarters. And, he just also agrees that it's important to practice drawing and deployment. Our next question for him would be, what has been an obstacle that he has had to overcome while training or working with his group?
Agora, na sua experiência, qual obstáculos você encontrou, né, com o seu grupo? Qual obstáculos era mais difícil para você resolver com seu tempo, com seu grupo?
Questão de coordenação motora. Consciência de movimentação independente de pés e mãos.
So just fine motor, gross motor coordination, just trying to get folks to work with their footwork and their handwork, trying to get those things to work together.
Yes.
And that's that must be worldwide right there.
Yes, I think there's just, there's less access to, physical fitness now. Like, maybe another time there was more physical fitness required in schooling. And now, because there's just less physical fitness around the world, people have a harder time picking up physical activity. So, that's what I feel, because I've seen it from when I was a child to now as an adult, that it's harder to teach people how to do physical things,
E Jenna colocou que agora, hoje em dia, as pessoas não estão usando o nosso corpo, próprio corpo. Se senta na escola, fazendo muita coisa sentado, aí as crianças não brincam muito mais, né, na mesma forma do que antes, e o pessoal não tem, assim, na mesma capacidade, movimento física. Então, esse aqui é desafio para todos nós.
Yeah.
So, Kamal, faca is knife?
Yeah.
It sounds like a curse, you know what I mean? Faca, you know what I mean? Okay, I like that. So he said his favorite thing to train was the gasotirja or una faca. But can he elaborate a little bit more? What specifically in the gasotirja does he love to train and why?
Entende a pergunta?
Yeah.
Então.
Sabayan.
Sabayan. Por quê?
Capacidade de utilizar 2 ataques simultaneamente. Evitar o ataque e atacar.
So he likes Sabayan, because it's the ability to attack, in different directions simultaneously.
Wow. I bet you one of these days somebody's gonna name their daughter Sabayan, just because it's such a popular term in Pakiti. So that being said, what is the most challenging or difficult subsystem for him to train as an individual, and why?
E dentro da sistema, qual parte dentro da sistema você mesmo acha que é mais um desafio, mais difícil para treinar para você mesmo?
Para mim, devido ao espaço de casa, a parte com bastão. Porque tem movimentos que são muito amplos e o meu espaço não permite.
So the part of movements of working with stick, single stick, double stick, and when training at home, it doesn't have, space is limited. Some of the movements, when you're working high, with sticks, some of the movements, your space is limited. So that's difficult.
And when it comes to teaching his group, what does he find the most challenging? So for example, I have something that's a personal challenge for me that I have to work on. That's me. But when it comes to my group, there may be something else that's difficult for me to actually teach, to translate, to transmit. Or is it the same kind of problems?
Bom, e também, assim, para o seu grupo, qual é o parte também mais difícil para ensinar, né? E por quê? É a mesma coisa ou outra coisa que você acha que é difícil para compartilhar ou ensinar para seus alunos?
Não, na verdade, com os alunos eu consigo transmitir bem. A não ser aquilo que eu não tenho conhecimento ainda. Por exemplo, se eu tiver que ensinar o numerado, já não tenho como ensinar porque eu ainda não sei. Mas o que eu já conheço, eu consigo transmitir bem.
Só para traduzir bem, essa palavra é o quê?
O que eu já conheço, da gasotícia, de single stick, double stick, eu consigo transmitir bem para os alunos. Só o que eu não tenho conhecimento ainda. Por exemplo, 64 ataques, 64 ataques. Eu não conheço bem, então não vai ser fácil para mim passar. Certo. Mas o que eu já conheço, sim.
Certo. Então, assim, ele entende que...
No problem.
So, yeah, this is in your head. So he's just understanding that there are some things that he doesn't know very well, yet, and he will, those are things that are difficult to teach. So he mentioned 64 attack, for example. He doesn't know that very well. So it's like there's going to be a limit or a difficulty with passing that to students because, he doesn't feel proficient with that yet.
That is a very beautiful and honest answer, because not many instructors are going to talk about what they don't know and what they're not good at. And the reality is all of us are missing pieces of the whole puzzle of PTK. So all of our students are not benefiting in whatever we as individual instructors are lacking. So what I like about his response is that it's honest and he's able to pinpoint, this is what I need to strengthen. 64 attacks is troubling. I'm hoping that the rest of us could be as honest and pinpoint what are the subsystems we all need to strengthen. Because that's the disservice we're doing to our students. Just real talk.
Ele gostou sua resposta, assim, e sua capacidade de falar a verdade sobre as coisas que você está querendo mais conhecimento. Infelizmente, tem professores que não falam assim quando elas têm dificuldade de fazer alguma coisa ou o conhecimento dentro de algum sistema. Então, essa aqui é uma característica muito legal. Muito bem.
And you know, this kind of connects to the next comment or question. And Royce, I see your comment, brother. You are a very humble brother. Speaking of his knowledge of 64 attacks, one of our viewers wants to know, has he been trained in more a 12 métodos based approach or a more tri-V based approach? And or does that even matter to him?
You said the first one was what?
Okay, that's right. My fault.
12 métodos.
12 métodos or tri-V.
Certo.
And that's a viewer asking. Yeah.
So a pergunta é que você tem conhecimento com 12 métodos ou
Tri-V.
tri-V, pode ser sistemas, né? Tri-V.
O que eu conheço do Tri-V, da forma correta, como foi me passado, é que o Tri-V é uma ponte entre subsistemas. Então, eu como comecei a treinar com o PTTA, tem muita coisa que eu ainda tenho que aprender ainda. O Tri-V, o que eu aprendi é que ele é uma ponte entre os subsistemas. Então, eu ainda tenho muito que aprender ainda para dizer que sei o Tri-V. O 12 métodos, eu vim ver agora recém. Na verdade, eu vim ver os 12 ataques. Porque eu aprendi o Tri-V da forma como é ensinado no PTTA.
Então, vou quebrar um pouquinho.
Okay.
So the first one, tri-V, you say he has some knowledge of tri-V, and recognizing that as a point between subsystems, but he has a lot to learn. Has a lot to learn with it. E o segundo, você fala sobre?
E o pouco que eu aprendi foi o que eu aprendi no PTTA. Então, eu tenho muita coisa ainda para aprender.
So he's recently seen the other system, and he's, similarly, he's got, become a lot more familiar with it. But he's familiar, but
he's on the right path with Tuhan Ramel and Mandala Rich. I'm sure they're gonna make sure he's good.
Right. And one of our last questions is, so I teach an all women's class, and I teach them because they may not feel comfortable carrying a blade to use improvised weapons, and to, things that they're maybe used to holding or using in their everyday life, as opposed to just jumping straight in and learning how to use the blade. What does he advise his students to carry? One of our viewers is asking, what kind of blades do people carry commonly? But it could also be expanded to, what does he advise his students to carry for self-protection in regards to blades?
Jenna colocou que a aula que ela tem somente para mulheres, ela avisa, tem coisas que você pode carregar, né, para defender, né, como uma arma
improvisada,
né, improvisada, exatamente. Então, qual é para seus alunos, né, o que você avisa para eles carregar, para usar como arma assim improvisada?
Chave, o telefone, desde que seja dos antigos, que é mais resistente. Se estiver chovendo, o guarda-chuva, umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
No caso de mulheres, geralmente anda com prendedor. O prendedor.
So he's saying we use keys. Also, if you have sometimes the older phones are a little bit stronger. So, using a phone, the older ones definitely are maybe a little stronger than the new ones. Umbrellas, and then also women, if they have something that they're using to tie their hair, they can use that as well.
Wonderful.
So what kind of support does he need to help him grow in Rio? What would help him grow his group and help spread PTK? What does he think? Just time or maybe more?
Marcilio, o que você acha sobre as coisas de suporte que você precisa para ajudar seu grupo, sua prática crescer, seu grupo crescer?
Em relação ao suporte, eu tenho tido muito suporte do Mandala Rich com conhecimento, porque até pela distância, isso conta muito. Então, eu agradeço muito ao Mandala Rich pelo apoio do Ron Romel em relação a conhecimento para poder passar. Porque, às vezes, fica muito dependente de vídeos e isso ajuda muito.
Aí, a primeira coisa que você falou era o quê?
O suporte que eu tenho tido, agradecer ao suporte que eu tenho tido do Mandala Rich, do Tom Romel, em relação à técnica, a vídeos mostrando as técnicas com detalhe, porque a questão do conhecimento e essa divulgação, até que o Brother Ice está fazendo, ajuda muito no crescimento. As pessoas conhecerem mais e saberem quem eu sou.
Certo. So you're saying one of his teachers, Rich?
Yep.
Is it Mandala?
Mm-hmm.
So he's very appreciative of the technical videos and the instruction, the critique of instruction that he's received. It helps a lot, showing the students, some of that work and actually seeing, that he is a part of the program down here. It helps to advertise their program.
That's good. Okay. Well, whatever support we could lend Marcilio, we got his back. We're going to support. We're here to support the PTK community. And so, as he figures out what he needs, make sure he lets us know,
Então, qualquer coisa é só chamar, só perguntar, né? A gente está no seu lado mesmo.
Okay. Very good.
To you, the viewer, we're doing a lot to enhance the programming. There was this stuff I was supposed to do in the beginning, but I got all nervous and forgot to do it. But there's something we're not going to forget to do. When we bring a guest on the show, we want to start asking the guests to share something Paquiti related with us. It could be a technique, it could be a concept, it could be a word, it could be a thought, it could be an idea. And so we're wondering if Marcilio has a tip of the day, concept of the day, technique of the day that he could possibly share with us before we bring the interview to a close.
Então, Marcilio, você tem uma pensamento ou ideia ou técnica que você está querendo passar para a gente, né? Sobre Paquiti que você está querendo passar para a gente?
Mostrar um pouquinho da forma que eu utilizo o Sabayá. A forma que eu treino quando não tem partner. mostrar um pouquinho do Sabayan, a forma que eu treino quando eu tô sozinho, quando não tem ninguém para treinar comigo.
Certo. But he wants to show, you know, a part or a form of Sabayan that he uses when he is training by himself and doesn't have anyone to train with.
Beautiful, my friend. Let's go. Uno más, uno más.
Mais uma vez.
Yeah. Very nice, brother. Explica.
Triângulo, hack, jab, passing, finger jab, hack, estocada.
Ooh. Nice. Wow. I like that. Did you guys check that out from Marcilio? Give us some feedback. That was beautiful. The finger jab. Very nice. Did I pin him? Unpin. Okay. Oh, sorry. Great. That was beautiful, Marcilio. I was just checking the comments to make sure everybody was able to see that. Did he come up with that on his own? Come out.
Essa forma você mesmo criou?
Yeah. Foi uma forma de eu treinar sozinho, visualizando o que eu posso fazer.
So
o que eu já conheço.
Yes, you know, utilizing, you know, what I can do, you know, training by myself. Yes.
Okay, there are some folks who couldn't see the demo because the camera actually cut off the bottom where he was standing. They're wondering if he could demonstrate that again.
Okay.
Sorry, brother.
No problem.
Okay, no, I messed up. Hold on. I got a spotlight video of this guy. Okay, uno más. My fault.
All right, I'm going to get a better view now.
Yeah. Okay. Do the first movement, amigo. First movement. Hack and jab. Beautiful. Okay. Circle and then I gauge. Okay. And then slash and control. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you guys for showing us how to spotlight him there. We had to learn that there. So we love this stuff. Talk to us about that jab and that hack. What's going on there? There's a low line thrust that you're hacking, and then your Sabayan jab. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Then from there, the low line thrust is there. You clear that, and then you jab the eye.
Yeah.
And then from the clear, you grab the elbow, you pull out, and then
Yeah.
I like that. I hope you guys got that. That's very beautiful. And I kind of want to work on that too. Okay?
Yeah.
Ga. Oh, I learned quick, my friend. Okay? Thank you so much for sharing that. What was that, come out?
No, I said this is the example how language is universal.
Yes.
Well done.
Now we're talking because of the movement. So you're right, brother. Come out.
Right. Are there any last thoughts that Brother Marcilio would like to share to everyone?
A final thoughts for his vision of the future of PTK. Anything he would like to share to us as an audience? Something we might have missed?
Marcilio, somente para fechar, você tem alguns pensamentos ou quer colocar alguma coisa?
Eu recebi uma grande missão do Dr. Rommel, que é divulgar o PTK World Federation no Rio de Janeiro. E meu foco agora em relação ao PTK é esse, e passar da melhor forma possível, principalmente para civil, porque geralmente aqui no Brasil o foco é muito no aspecto militar, nos militares. Já meu foco vai ser os civis, principalmente o pessoal do interior do estado, que são pessoas que não têm muito conhecimento do que é o Kali, de como é praticado o Kali, e às vezes não têm a oportunidade de treinar Kali.
So he's saying he received a very important mission from Tuhan Ramel to inform the community about the Pikiti Federation. And that is and has been his main focus. And also to make sure that local citizens have access to this training, where we know that the military community normally is aware, has access, and takes advantage. And he also has made a special effort to connect with citizens from the interior of Rio de Janeiro, in terms of the state, not just the city, but the state, because these are citizens that, again, limited access. They don't have access to training, martial arts of any kind, and specifically not one that is unique as Kali.
It's beautiful. It's in these last 15 minutes that stuff is coming up. I want to talk for a whole other hour, but that's part of the conversation. And, I'd like to continue the conversation with Marcilio, hopefully at another time, Folks, this is our first international guest. This is our good friend, Mestre Kamau is here translating. Marcilio, because of your time here, what we want to start doing is we want to start honoring and giving back to the guests. So I don't know if the screen is going to be able to see it. We have these wooden trainers that actually my special needs students, they make. They're very strong, durable. And so we're going to mail you some in Brazil as a token of appreciation. So please send us your email. And for folks at home, we got a surplus of these now because of the whole COVID situation. So in the next few episodes, we're going to talk more about unrolling these for you, the viewer. Some of you are some diehard fans, and we really appreciate what you're doing to support this movement here. I'm talking a lot, Kamal. Do you need to translate that, or can we keep talking?
I'll give him a little bit, but Marcilio, assim, essa é a oportunidade, no primeiro lugar, o primeiro encontro internacional, né, desse tipo de reunião, né, de Talking Kali, né, falando sobre Kali. Então, para agradecer você, Angola e Jenna vai te mandar, né, vai te dar essa faca de madeira, né, para usar para praticar com, né, você pode usar do jeito que quiser. Aí é feito com os alunos do Angola. Ele trabalha no colégio com adolescente, com educação especial. E eles mesmos fizeram essas facas. Então, vai receber.
Thank you.
And Brother Kamal, we have to thank you too. Folks from Philly know Brother Kamal, not just because he's a capoeira mestre, he trains with us regularly. Him and his wife and his daughter train with us regularly. He's family. You know, you took the time to be this translator for us here, man. You did a great job. I really feel like we were talking with Marcilio live and direct. Thank you, brother. We want to bring Brother Kamal on later to have a Kali capoeira conversation, you know, and so I'm gonna pressure you to do that, good brother. Just so Marcilio knows, we're getting a comment here that says citizen self-protection programs are very important. And so what he's doing in trying to bring PTK to the community, to the rural areas, to the disenfranchised people who don't have this access, that's a commendable job. Ali just said something about it. That's what me and Jenna really feel is our mission here in Philadelphia. We are of the people. And so we often know what it's like to not be able to pay for classes or can't travel to get to classes. So we're thankful for individuals like yourself who are bringing this to more people. Okay. I have one last thing to say to the viewer. To the viewers, I want to thank you all again for your support. Jenna and I, we need something from you to help us grow. The viewers, we need feedback. We need your feedback. We have a lot of ideas of how we want to upgrade the show. Please email me, livebladeptk@gmail.com. Drop a line in the comments or in the chats. Your feedback goes a long way. There are people who are tuning in regularly. We love you for this support. Thank you. Number 2, we need this to spread. So as Royce commented earlier, like the episodes, subscribe to the channel, spread the word. We're trying to not only highlight Pakiti Tirji instructors, masters, regular practitioners, but we want to share this beautiful combat system with the world. And we have a platform that is dedicated specifically to PTK. So we could really use your help by giving us feedback and help spread the word. Subscribe to the page, like it, all that crazy stuff that I hate that people do at the end of the YouTube channels. Now I'm the one doing it because we want this program to go strong. Final thoughts? Kamal, you good? Any final thoughts, brother?
I'm good. Marcilio, muito obrigado. Desculpa qualquer coisa, né? Assim, tentando entender, aprender e traduzir, né?
Eu que agradeço.
Qualquer coisa, né? Meus erros, né? So Angola, I was just saying the same thing, you know, just very thankful to have the opportunity to share with you all. As a newer student, a newer practitioner, I have so much respect for the program that you and Jenna have created here locally, and just in terms of culture and martial arts, you know, this is a very valuable forms of expression, and you know, also to the audience, you know, just if I missed anything, you know, just wanted to transmit as best I could. So I wish everybody the best. Thanks for having me.
Love you guys. Hey, Morgan, I'm going to do that blade thumb challenge, my friend, okay? I'm just busy. Thank you for your support. Thank you all. That's an inside thing right there. Don't mind that. Loyalty, wisdom, respect.
Life, health, and success.
Tuning out, folks.